Hi everyone, good evening. This is Shiny back with another blog. As you must have seen in my previous blogs, that I have spoken about spending around 16 years in the corporate sector. I have worked with companies which are MNCs. I've worked with a financial firm, one of the big fours. I have worked with one of the giant IT companies. I have worked with an app based company. I have worked in a media house and I'm currently working at a energy sector. So you can see that I've got a number of experience in different kinds of sectors. And believe you me, it's all the same. It's just the same. Whether you're working in one of the big giant IT companies or whether you're working at a local company which is an Indian company, a location based company, it is just the same. Corporate toxicity everywhere is the same. And for 16 years, I kept hopping job at my early career, hoping, whenever I faced toxicity, whenever I faced corporate politics, and I kept jumping jobs. So, and after a point in time, after probably around 5 to 6 years in my career, I realized there's no point jumping jobs because it's the same everywhere. You're just jumping from fire to frying pan. Now, the point is, was it all bad joining the corporate sector? No, I can't really say that because yes, I've received money every month. I have received promotion, paychecks, designations, awards. I've got opportunities for different kinds of trainings. So those are there. Those are there. I could build up some skills of mine. I became confident. I used to be a big time introvert. There were times I would feel very shaky to speak in front of people. So I became confident. I became self dependent. Um, I earn as much as a next door man would do. So that I'm confident about. I don't need to ask for money from anyone. Touch wood. Till now, I don't. So I'm happy about that. But there is also hindsight to that. I've faced bad bosses, terrible bosses, from irrespective of gender, whether it's a male or a female, irrespective of gender. I have faced bullying at office. I have faced politics because I'm the shy person. I'm introvert. I usually don't mix with people a lot. I am very straightforward in what I say. And if you don't play politics, politics is going to be played on you. That's the theme on a corporate sector. So I am very I don't know how to play politics. So that is why I am a victim of corporate politics. I faced corporate toxicity. I faced bosses trying to harass me by putting me in difficult shifts, difficult work. So I've faced it all. I've seen the darker side as well. Now the question is, there are people who only speak about the bad in corporates. I won't say everything is bad. Like I told you, I started off saying that there are positives also. But after a certain point in time, after a certain age, maybe it becomes a little too difficult for you to take these kind of politics, take these kind of environment where it's mentally draining you, because every time you're facing some kind of a challenging situation, it just mentally chips away something from you. It's like a part of your soul just chips away. So you're mentally drained, you're mentally exhausted. See, if you are put in some kind of a physical labor, I can bet you that you can do excessive physical labor. But if you're put under excessive mental stress, you can do 10 hours of physical labor, but you cannot take even 3 hours of excessive mental stress. And that is what happens in a corporate sector. People have sedentary jobs, they are sitting with their laptops, and they are just working like crazy, and answering to things and just facing politics. So you'll see people getting overburdened with work for no reason. People are chasing promotions. You'll see a lot of those kind of people who would go to any extent to flatter the boss, who would just go randomly speak about people to the bosses, would probably try to manipulate people, try to isolate their competitor and then pull them down, um, snatching away work, snatching away rewards. So these kind of things go on, and maybe I'm not able to explain it properly, but whoever is facing it, you know what I'm talking about. Besides that, the shifts, your bosses yelling, shouting, humiliating you. I mean, everyone who goes to work doesn't leave their self respect at home and then go to work. We carry our self respect with us. I mean, just treat us decently, right? We are humans. Just because you're bosses doesn't mean that you own us. You are in that position because either you have got experience or you have climbed up the ladder through some unscrupulous means, but that doesn't give you the right to treat others badly. And I think people at the top should realize this. I don't know what makes from my experience, I've seen that people who are sitting at the top more often than not are the worst kind of people, who are incompetent, have no talent, probably doesn't even know the work properly, but is just full of themselves, full of egos, some overconfident attitude, because of which, or some attitude of flattery, because of which they could easily climb up the ladder. And then after they are there, after all that flattery and all, once they reach there, they make others' life miserable, and because of which people tend to leave. You'll see in different kinds of IT companies or big companies, you'll see people are leaving in the attrition rate is high, like literally 30% attrition rates. And I'm not naming the company. There are companies with around 30% attrition rate. Can you believe 30% attrition rate is a huge amount of people? So why are people leaving? Because why do people want to leave if they are secure in their job? Because they are not able to take it. Not always that they are getting very good opportunities because of which they are leaving. People after a certain age want security, want stability. They want to get into a job where they would go, work, come back home, spend time with their family. But in that process, if there is some kind of a pressure on them, or mental exhaustion, or their family time is being eaten up, people are working on Saturdays, Sundays, that is when people realize, this is it. So for 16 years, I have realized this. What corporate gave to me was probably confidence, money. I could buy things, I could buy my own car, I could provide for my family. What it took away was my life. What it took away was my self-esteem, my confidence level. I know you will say that you started off saying that the corporate made you feel confident, but it also took away my confidence level. When you are being blamed for useless things, and that is what how bosses treat people, and how bosses pull people down is by humiliating them. So you'll see a bad boss, they will never be encouraging. They will always find a way to pull you down. They would always find a way to humiliate you in public so that everyone gets an opportunity to laugh at you and mock you. And that is when this person who's doing that feels supreme, feels that he has done something to show me my place, to show you your place. That is your place. You are there. You are lower than me, and I can humiliate you at any point in time. For people who are mentally tough, they leave. They talk back, they answer back, they retaliate, they leave. For people who are softer, they know they have responsibilities, burden, and everything. They cannot leave their job. They just tend to absorb, mentally brood. Their self-confidence gets destroyed, their self-esteem gets destroyed, and they are stuck doubting themselves to the extent that where some people fall sick or commit suicide. So, corporate has also given me the darker side, and it has affected my health, mentally, physically. I have gained around 30 kgs, lost my hair, lost the glow in my skin. See, it's not just the corporate pressure, it is also about your family pressure. So when you are having immense work pressure, you'll see that when one part of your life is going wrong, and somehow it triggers every other part of your life. So maybe the work is not suiting you, your boss is harassing you, you want to leave the job but you cannot because you've got responsibilities at home, ailing parents, aged parents, kids, loans, EMIs, whatnot, and you cannot get another job. You're trying to get another job, and between all these tussle, you're so mentally frustrated that you lose your sleep, you lose your health, you start gaining weight, you start eating junk, you stop working out, you stop feeling confident, you lose your self-image, and somewhere everything gets pulled down. So that is what has happened to me as well. And I have realized that one fine day I just kind of woke up. I was wondering, I was doing my journaling, and I realized, where am I standing right now? What have I turned into? And how can I take control of my life back? So that is when I decided, no, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to do a transformation of myself, and I'm going to put that on the camera. I would record that, put that out there, so that there are people like me who are out there who can watch this, relate to this, and join me in my transformation. It is not just going to be my transformation, it's going to be our transformation with me and the people who are watching. So, what I have decided to do, you can come back to my next vlog and find that out. Till then, bye.